Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Hey everybody, hi, hello! Y'all, the girls are always so busy on the weekends, and so am I, but like not in a like present online social media kind of way. I'm like in an out and about living my life, not paying attention to the internet. So anyways, Rosie's back from Texas, and by back from Texas, I mean she's back in Florida, in the home that is not in her name. The mortgage is in her brother's name. She's back to, you know, take up space. I'm sure Levi really missed having the freedom of being able to use the kitchen whenever he wanted, but now we're back in Florida with Miss Rosie, and she's back in the kitchen and she's live streaming. And this weekend she actually did 2 different live streams, the first of which was a members only live stream, which is what we're going to be covering today. If it's of any interest, I'm happy to come back and catch up with the video, and by video I mean live stream that she did yesterday. I think it was yesterday. She did a surprise one for, I think, the public. I think it was open to the public. And I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting for me and my family. It's interesting that she is back to live streaming again when her major concern was being able to safely live stream because her brother had been swatted, or maybe not swatted, because I think swatted usually implies that it's happening while you're live, but somebody had called a wellness check on her brother while she was in Texas, and so she wasn't doing any kind of content really while she was in Texas because she felt like she wasn't safe. It felt unsafe to do it. She did have some people take a picture of her while she was in the drive-thru of a fast food restaurant. And maybe that same person took a picture of her elsewhere in the town that Remy lives in. I saw the picture, but I don't know the details of it, nor am I going to share that picture, nor do I think we should be taking pictures of people without their consent. It is weirdly, I do think that's weirdly, like, if you're a fan of Rosie, then just go up and ask her for a picture. Otherwise, don't be weird. But all of that was used as kind of like justification for why she didn't end up providing any members-only content while she was in Texas, even though before she went to Texas, she claimed that if y'all joined her membership, that there was going to be tons of members-only exclusives of Texas content. And then she gave none of that. She gave none of that. And still has it, as far as I know. I haven't seen her post. She had gone live briefly, or posted a very brief, short, like 7.5-minute video for her members, where she did say that new members content was on its way. She just didn't want to edit it while she was there, which is also interesting to me in hindsight, because it's like, what do you mean you didn't want to, like, take time to edit it while you were there? If you were going to take time to do live streams while you were there, how is that any more time taken away from your time with Remy? But anyways, I digress. I mean, like, that's all beating a dead horse at this point. She's back with this members-only live stream, and she titled it Post-Texas Updates and a Needed Convo with Members. And something about this just makes me feel like she has the audacity today. Just with the way that that's worded. A needed convo with members. A needed convo. What your members need is some Texas content that you promised them for signing up and paying your bills. Anyways, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let's just get to. I got her on 1.25 speed. We're gonna watch at least the first. I've been told that the most important stuff is in like the first 30 minutes or so. So we're gonna watch that, and then I'll skim through and see if there's anything else that we want to pay attention to today. Okay, does that sound good? Does that sound like a plan, Stan? All right, I really am gonna shut the fuck up now, and let's get to.
Minute to come in. I don't know how many people to expect. I did. Let me fix this here. I did pre-plan this days in advance because I wanted people, if they wanted an opportunity to be here while I was live.
Uh-huh.
I wanted opportunity for people to be here. Because there's a lot to talk about, you know? And a lot of good, a lot of not so good, you know?
Sure.
But short-term updates, I'm doing really good today. I finally got some sleep. Hi, Lorby. Good to see you, love.
Hi, Lorby.
Finally got some, like, real fucking, like, long-term ass sleep. I slept amazing when I was in Texas, but I was, like, so excited to be there. But I never slept more than, like, 6 hours at a time. Like, every time I was like, we have things to do. There's something to address.
She is sped up, but her laugh is kind of making me laugh. That is funny.
There's a new development that I have to process in real time. You know, lots of things happened when I was in Texas.
Sure.
And, you know, that's neither here nor there.
So, well, it is kind of here and there because you promised members only content from Texas. So give me the here and the there.
I hope that if you're watching this live, if you haven't already, please go see my 2 most recent community chat posts. Mainly the second most recent. Not the most recent one, but the second most recent, where I discussed some of the things that I did not talk about in my pre-recorded update or in the 7-minute update that I did for you guys on members only.
I think I already addressed those posts, but if I didn't, I gotta be honest. She said right there that she addressed stuff that she didn't address in that pre-recorded 7.5-minute video, but she really didn't. Not from my recollection. I don't have it pulled up, nor am I going to take the time to go read it, because I have you right here, right now, so tell me what I need to hear, Rosie.
I'm really thirsty. I'm very dehydrated today. Well, I'm a little more hydrated today than I was yesterday. That's for sure.
Okay.
I feel like I had... I wonder what I did with those two. I don't know. So... Hi, Brooke. It's good to see you.
Hi, Brooke. Oh, come on. Them Skittles packets are the shit. I haven't gotten them in a long time, but they are really good.
There's so much to talk about and so much to update you guys on.
Then let's get to, Diva.
There's so much I want to... I don't even know where to start, to be honest.
Come on, Diva. Let's get to.
I've been home for days, actually. Today is my first day I feel like a human being. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. I feel like a person. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Remy. It's so funny.
Hi, Remy. Oh, hey, Remy. I miss your glow-in-the-dark bed sheets. Remy.
Talking on video chat, and I was like, his name is Remy, because I've been calling him by, like, his real name for weeks. And I was like, I can't mess that up. So, but anyway. I haven't been live in weeks. That's weird for me. It kind of sucks, to be honest.
For the size of that cup, knowing them packaged, she really only needed one. But let's go, girl. That's gonna be so sweet.
It wasn't the original plan, right? But I will be transparent about this.
Be it.
You look kind of happy. Oh, I am happy. Because life is really good. I process my sadness.
Life is so good. I had the best time I could ever have. I was so happy in Texas. Y'all, I was just so happy. Even though I came on here and told you I also simultaneously was not. And listen, actually, I think there can be multiple truths, for sure. I've said that in my previous video where I was reacting to her time in Texas. But I just want to say it can't be the best time. It can't be like when you go to the extremes of saying like I'm so happy I process my sadness, I think is what she just said. It's like, girl, did you I don't know. I don't think you suddenly heal after 2 weeks of getting dicked down and glow-in-the-dark space bed sheets, but maybe that's the answer to life, divas. Maybe that's the answer we've been missing over here.
From being back, you know, like I did that offline. That's not entertainment. That's not for y'all. I'm trying to get better about myself, my boundaries, my actions online. I'm just trying to get better about
are
myself.
You?
Which is one of the reasons why when things started escalating behind the scenes really harshly, I just cut the cord.
Except you did it! Except you did it! You didn't cut the cord! You came on here and gave those people attention. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do-do-do-do-do-do. Isn't that a Justin Bieber song? What do you mean, Rosie?
And I pre-recorded. And, look, so first of all, members, I want to speak to my members who are here because you're not sniping, because you actually support me and you fuck with me. I'm going to talk to y'all for a minute because that's why I'm doing this live first.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely sorry that the actions that I had to take to protect myself felt like a punishment to some of you. I am genuinely fucking sorry. There were situations outside of my control that I did summarize in that community tab post.
But the gag is, Diva. The gag is, I'm about to pull up this community tab post. But the gag is, Diva, is you're back in Florida and you still haven't posted any vlog, nothing. No special Texas content at all. And you did say that. You at least said that in your video that you posted for members only. You said, I won't be able to do it here, but once I get back, it'll be here. Girl, where? Diva, where? This is what people mean when they say that they're disappointed. They're upset that they feel like they got tricked into supporting you just for you to not do what you said you were going to do. And because it's also happened twice now is the other thing, Diva. I really am going to pull it up. I really am. I'm going to pull up the post now because I'm like, what did she say? What did she say? Okay, she said, in my members only content, I explained that I was not going to be able to get out more of the higher quality content I had planned while in Texas due to the context I have not wanted to get into depth about while here for my safety. Okay, so she goes through and explains... Oh, in this clip I explained the content is coming. It still hasn't, just for the record. It still hasn't. The reason for the delays include someone calling a wellness check on me in my home while my autistic brother was alone, timed right when he got home from work. Yeah, that's fucked up. The constant harassment myself and Remy have received, the doxing attempts, the person that followed us for an hour to get 2 photos of us, the person pretending to be Remy's ex using AI, the Reddit post deep dives of Remy's personal Reddit that was frankly a nothing burger anyways. So she already covered pretty much all of that stuff in the live streams and content that she posted there. Okay? Like, I don't understand why she's saying... Well, I don't understand why she's confirming that all of these things happened. And I don't understand why she's saying that she's protected her boundaries and stuff by not talking about this stuff, because she clearly have. She clearly has. Wow, grammar. How does it work? I'm not going to apologize for... I don't think I did read this now that I'm looking at it. I'm not going to apologize for protecting myself. To call me a scammer because I uploaded a 7-minute clip while here to keep members in the loop is insane. If you are not willing to wait due to their unexpected delays outside of my control, please feel free to cancel your membership. To those that understand these circumstances, I appreciate you. I was going to wait a few more days to explain further because of all of the things above and other things I am not mentioning. That is why I'm not doing the live, etc. And I simply don't want to give people a reaction. Well, you did. This is a reaction. This is a reaction. Bottom line is, I can't win. It doesn't matter. Every single move I make is the wrong one to these people because I made it. So I've done the best I can and I won't apologize for that. And somehow my non-reaction, again, this is a reaction, and silence, you have continued to run your mouth, to protect myself is still twisted. If I did not make it clear enough that the exclusive content is still coming, I do apologize for that. But more than enough people have tried and failed to ruin this trip for me. I'm not going to apologize for prioritizing our safety. I'm simply not. Okay. All right. Okay then, Rosie. Sure. I mean, the fact of the matter is you still haven't posted any Texas content. You could have spent the time that you originally were planning to spend live streaming from Texas. You could have spent that time editing, but you didn't. So, like, what is the truth, Ellen?
And so I'll just state them here for anyone who doesn't want to read it or whatever. My brother...
Now, see, why did I just read all that? No, I'll just let her read it out loud and try to have no response since I just gave you my response.
Home when a wellness check was called on me, I think the 3rd day I was in Texas or the 2nd day. The exacts I don't remember. I'd have to look back on the call log from when he called me. And it was the day before I did the second live in the kitchen in Texas. That much I know for sure. So whatever that day is, that it was the day before because I chose to stay silent. Because I didn't want a reaction.
But you didn't say, does she know what words mean? Does she know that words have meaning? Because her ass has been anything but silent, Diva. If you were silent about it, we wouldn't know that it happened.
Give a reaction. I didn't want to give them what they wanted. And then my non-reaction kind of made things worse. When the doxing attempt started, that was when I cut the cord. Because, no, we're not doing that. So that was when I was like, you know what? This has gone from being like a dual thing I was going to try to do. I'm just on vacation. And I said this prior, and I'll say it again. I'm not going to apologize for protecting myself with the information I was given in real time, and I handled it the best that I could. Good news is, I've got a fuck ton of content filmed. So much that it's going to give me a little time to figure out what I'm going to do.
And where's it at?
And to see how much of it is actually usable versus like private footage, of like just like as if it's like, you know, moments between us that doesn't need to go on the internet, things like that, you know.
Yeah, I don't need to see y'all doing whatever in the glow in the dark sheets.
Scandals are crazy, but just like how I'm gonna edit it, seeing what Remy's comfortable with. There's like a lot I gotta figure out. I'm dedicating my entire weekend to that. So members. I am committing myself to doing Friday 6 p.m. members only lives every week.
Oh, okay.
So that is going to be something that from here on out I will announce if there's reasons why I'm unable to do that. I will of course reschedule. This coming week I am scheduling an additional members only live for Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. I did say Tuesday. I'm pretty sure I wrote that down. Tuesday 6 p.m.
Okay.
That will be for you guys as well. I don't know what we'll be doing. We'll do something. Honestly, probably there's a high chance I'll be.
I don't know what we'll be doing, because heaven forbid I have any plans for my content. Which, like, to be clear, I have a general outline of what I do in my live streams on Twitch, which, by the way, somebody recently told me I don't market my other platforms enough, but I do in fact stream on twitch.tv/thezacharymike. I re-upload those reactions to a second channel called Zachary Michael also. It's just the reaction parts of it. If you want to get involved in some like niche internet drama, we've been real deep in some like reborn doll drama lately that people have been into. There's a whole playlist dedicated to it. Come join me there. And for hee-hees and ha-has, I'm not trying to make a career being a gamer on the internet, but for hee-hees and ha-has, I have uploaded some Pacopia content. And I just played the demo of Tomodachi Life. I always say that wrong, I'm positive. And I upload those to a third channel called Zachary Michael 2, TOO. But anyways, all that to say is, I don't always know for sure what I'm going to do on a Twitch stream, so I get it. But I'm like, girl. But also at this point, I think if you're a member of Rosie's channel, you probably know what you're getting, right? Like, you get what you get, you don't throw a fit. You know at this point you're signing up to just watch her sit in her kitchen and take 3 hours to cook something that should only take 30 minutes, you know?
My living room, because my mom's gonna need the living room to not look like the way it does. So I am going to go ahead and commit to once a week members only live streams. That is going to be, I think, the main perk of members only. Some of my pre-recorded content, I may do like the early access uploads, but some uploads I might just go straight public because I am actively combating a very, very vast, large, loud hate community, and that shit gets leaked the second it's members only. There's probably someone sending me right now. You know, it is what it is. This is pre-planned. I'm probably on someone's channel right now. That's the reality of my situation. So,
She has a vast hate community. Do you though? Do you? I know that there's like a couple channels that are dedicated to you, but like a vast hate community. See, this is why people are like, she's always wanted to be in Girl World. That's always been the goal. Amber Lynn and Chantal have vast communities dedicated to talking about their lives. I don't know if we're quite there yet, Rosie, but I do. You know what? I appreciate you manifesting. It is Manifestation Monday, after all. Well, it was Friday when she filmed this.
be playing that by ear. I'll be figuring out what I like and what I'm comfortable with because I just need a little time to kind of get my groove back after being remonetized.
Sure.
I want to read what Brittany said.
Also,
thank you, honey.
Also, I don't understand why she has to spend so much time thinking about what she wants to do now that she's got remonetized. Because one, you were already monetized once, so let's just maybe base it off of that. But two, even if you wanted to switch some things up with how you did things because time has changed since the last time you were monetized. Girl, you were not on the platform for 3 months. You were not making money for 3 months. You had time to figure this out.
I need to apologize about that. Just, we're so happy for you being able to just have some time with your person, bro. Texas was like the best time of my life.
Bruh.
And my mom is coming soonish for a visit, yeah. I'll let y'all know when she's here. Very excited. Very, very excited.
Great.
And honestly, I think we left his place more days than we stayed in, especially the second half of the trip. First half of the trip, I stayed in a little more. I was like just kind of getting used to being there, getting my bearings, getting comfortable. Took me some time to like warm up being comfortable in his kitchen and in his home, just because like that's how I am. Like I'm not gonna go into someone's place and be like, oh, you know, like that. I need more time. But like it's so funny because okay, so also members. I'm currently working on the outline for a Southwest comprehensive review video of the person of size policy.
I don't care.
I'm waiting to hear back on a couple parts that like aren't. It's not finalized yet, so I have to wait for all the results before I finish the outline and film the video. That's a video that's going to be coming.
The results of what? Did she run a survey or something? I'm confused. Maybe I missed something. I don't care about her. I mean, I'm sure there actually are people that care about her experience as a person of size on Southwest. Like, I do think that, there's plenty of people that would care about that conversation. I don't personally care. I do have to say that, like, I think we'd all be served better if planes were more accommodating to various body types. I've always said that as a person who is 6'2". I also have to pay if I want extra room. I have to upgrade to premium seats if I want extra room for my long ass legs. So I think we could all benefit from some more accessible, spacious seating. But I digress. I probably won't be tuning into that. Or maybe I will. If something real interesting happens. I don't know. I should never say never. I will never say never. I'm just here to quote Justin Bieber today, apparently.
For pre-recorded content. I'm also working on, what was the other video? Oh, I want to film, okay, I'm sorry, Crab Life.
I wonder what Crab Life said. I do have the chat replay pulled up, but nothing seems to be popping up on the side. Oh, wait. Now it is. I just clicked a button and it popped up. Crab Life said, I'm glad I was gifted a membership. I can only afford one membership a month, and I would feel ripped off if I spent that on you after Texas. Oh.
Control that people were stalking me. I'm sorry.
I can't control that people were stalking me. I do also wonder about, again, I don't know the details of the person that took a photo. I do think it's weirdly, but it's one thing for a person to take a photo of you, like, when they happen to see you out and about, and it's another thing for them to be stalking you. And I just say that as it has recently come to my attention, for the record, that somebody took a picture of me once upon a time out and about in Chicago, right? Like, I don't think that person was stalking me. I think they happened to be at the Bean at the same time as me, so they took a picture. So I don't know. That's a fascinating approach to it. But maybe there's more to the story that I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting because I have a friend who's been streaming some of her older stuff occasionally, and they were just streaming and watching her podcast where she talked about the feederism, the one that's called Groomed into Feederism or whatever. And she had a whole story about stalking and gang stalking that happened to her. Well, she talked about gang stalking that happened to her because of the Are Fat People subreddit or whatever. And then she also talked about an ex that stalked her as well. And so I'm just, having listened to those stories, it's interesting to hear her talk about stalking in this context too. But I don't know. If you haven't ever watched that podcast, there's a lot there. She doesn't give the host of that podcast a second to breathe. And I had never watched it before, to be honest with you.
I really am. I don't know what to say. You can't pause memberships. You can only, terminate them. And that would affect everyone, including people that didn't want their membership terminated. So I did what I could. I'm not offering refunds because I didn't do anything wrong. You can't pause memberships. It's something I'm not able to do. It's not within the function. I looked into it. I Googled it when someone brought that up to me. And
okay, I will say that Crab Life is the one that's asking these follow-up questions, and it's like, bestie, Crab Life bestie, if you got gifted the sub, take the sub. You know, to some extent, I do feel like people are valid for being upset, for sure. And I do think then the appropriate response is cancel your membership, don't continue giving her money. And I also just feel like this is time number 2. So unless you're a brand new subscriber to her channel and you just came when she got remonetized and you decided to resubscribe again, then part of me is like, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. I do think there's probably some level of people are just trying to get her worked up.
It's not an option. And so YouTube takes the percentage, and I'm not offering refunds because I didn't do anything wrong. If you are upset enough that someone following us in real life, doxing our location isn't enough of an excuse to not go live for 2 weeks, even though I'm explaining all of the content I'm doing. Also, nobody was asking her to go live from the drive-thru of the fast food place that Remy was getting her food from. You know? Like, I'm still trying to understand how her going live from his home would really, I don't know. I mean, like, she is correct. She's welcome to not do whatever she doesn't want to do. I think for her to say that she didn't do anything wrong is a little not true. And by a little, I mean it's just not true. Like, she did make promises, and she did an awful job of communicating why she couldn't fulfill those promises, and she still hasn't fulfilled a lot of those promises, even though she said she would be posting exclusive Texas content for people once she got back. And actually, based on what she's saying here, it sounds like the pre-recorded Texas content is gonna just be available to everybody. So there really wasn't any exclusive content for members, if that's the case. Moving forward, as well as the scheduled live streams moving forward, if that's not enough, then I completely understand if you no longer support through memberships. That is your decision. I'm doing the best that I can with the information that I had at the time and what I have now. I also don't understand, like, why she's not worried about her safety here, too, because I think there are more people that actually do know, like, where her actual home, obviously people know where her actual home in Florida is because they called in a wellness check on her brother. And I'm sorry, but that's, I know. I'm a human being. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like if you can't afford a membership or don't want to support someone, then don't. I don't feel slighted at all if that means anything. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much, Brittany, for saying that. On this live, I want you guys to voice your opinions. I understand. I understand. Like, it sucks. It sucked for me, too. That was not how I wanted things to go. Oh, you poor thing. But I did what I could with what I knew at the time. And, these people, the ones that do this shit when I'm live, had they found the correct location, which thankfully they didn't. You guys saw what happened on my brother's birthday 2 years ago. What happened this year? I wasn't going to risk that happening while I was there. And the only way to guarantee that was to not go live. Also, one of those things, the first thing with her brother's birthday had to do with her exact location. But the second thing
That happened with the weirdo that emailed her the name of her alleged assaulter. That had nothing to do with, like, you didn't have to open that email up on live. You really didn't. Like, these are some of the things that's like, yes, that's fucked up, and also, like, we've got to, unfortunately, as social media people, you know, use some level of, like, survival skills on the internet. And I get it, like, it is something you have to learn along the way. Like, I certainly, you know, there's no manual that was handed out to me at the YouTube factory whenever I started posting videos that said, oh, this is how you protect yourself. If there was, I might have missed it. But that's, I mean, at this point, it just keeps happening to Rosie. And it's like, what are you doing, Rosie? What are you doing?
Sure, I made it up. Yep, sure, cool. Whatever, you think that.
Oh, somebody said, I don't think any of this shit happened. She made all of this up so she wouldn't have to film, period. This is usual behavior for Rosie. Notice how she asked for new members right before her trip. I don't think she didn't make it all up. Like, maybe she fabricated some parts of it, but like the pictures of her out and about in Texas very clearly happened. So, you know, there certainly are things that did happen.
Cool. I feel like that. I would rather you take time for yourself.
I feel like it's more realistic to suggest that, like, she was looking for an excuse not to film, and so when these things happened, she said, I can't film. I there's no way.
Done the same. Even without the crazy stalking and drama, you deserve time for yourself, girl. Thank you. If I could go back, knowing what I know now, I would have just said I was taking a 2-week break. Okay, goodbye. Thank you for being here.
She's so irritated.
Oh yeah, so the other piece of content that I was talking about wanting to film.
It just doesn't really also seem like she's that understanding, because the tone in her voice is like, I'm irritated that y'all would even be upset about this. As opposed to, like, somebody who genuinely understands why people are upset and genuinely feels bad that they had to, like, not deliver. You know? Do you get what I'm saying? Is that resonating with any of you?
Remy gave me so many, like, little gifts and shit. I want to film, like, a little haul video.
Oh, God. And, that I will react to, because that's going to be insufferable. That's going to be insufferable. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Remy Rat gift haul. I cannot wait. Because wait until she hauls some chocolates, and I'm going to be like, oh, so it's fine? It's fine that you got some chocolates from Remy? But when the alleged troll sent you some chocolates off of your Amazon wish list, you got upset?
So the Texas content is coming. I just wasn't able to do it while I was there. And it's as simple as that. So
well, we'll see what happens.
I'm really upset about that. I'm not going to, how do I want to word this?
Word it. Find the words, Rosie.
I'm not going to apologize and take ownership that other people's cruelty impacted my life so severely. Oh yeah, we're great. Me and Remy are amazing. Like, we got through it. That was the other thing is, like, we had to, like, take additional time to, like, process shit in real time and just, like, get through it together. Because, like, it was really scary, dude. We are drying the flowers, Brittany. Yeah, we're drying the flowers. That was, oh my gosh, that was so fun. There are so many, like, cool things that we ended up doing and all of that stuff, so it was wonderful. Like,
listen, I fear we are not ever gonna see it. I fear none of that footage is gonna find the light of day. She said she's been home for days and she hasn't even gone through the footage to see what she can use yet. Girl, we ain't getting that. It's too much to ask her to do anything that isn't sitting here in her kitchen making slop for 3 hours. It just there isn't. There's nothing else that could be asked of her.
Oh my god, we went outside a bunch. Like, We watched the sunset multiple times.
Wow.
Like, I was just really disconnected from my phone in general. And that was so helpful.
No, you were not. I don't know why she's lying as if we couldn't all see there and see the 1,200 like Pinterest quotes that she posted to her Instagram stories on a daily basis. Please be so fucking for serious right now with me, Miss Rosie Lynn Reed.
Healing for me, and it was just like the few times I had to reconnect, like, you know, at the end of the day, there were points of the trip where I had to be way more in touch with what was going on the internet than I wanted to be.
You didn't have to be at all.
You know, my even-keeled nature right now is not reflective of whether or not I do or don't care. I'm simply not willing to get on here and give the reaction that some of these want.
Her calling this an even-keeled reaction. Like, is she flying off the handle, yelling and raging like Chantal Marie or Amberlynn Reed on the LCU? No. But is she clearly bothered? Yes. This idea she has in her head that this is all a non-reaction is so full of it. It's just so ridiculous. Like, she is responding in a sassy tone to people who are upset about her not fulfilling her promises.
How are you going to make some Friday membership lives moving forward? What do you mean, Crab Life? What do you mean? Because I'm committing to doing members only lives Fridays at 6. Okay, Misty, I apologize, but I guess we just aren't vibing. I hope you have a good one. Thank you.
Oh, that must be somebody that got blocked, because I do not see that message that she's responding to.
So, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not going to apologize for things that I didn't do. I did the best that I could with what I knew at the time.
Well, you're clearly, you didn't do anything. That it's clear you're not going to apologize for doing nothing. We get it. You didn't do anything. You did not provide the content you said you were going to provide in Texas, and you still haven't. And you still have not.
And I'm not going to sit here and entertain the fact that I made any of this up. I would never plant these ideas in people's heads to fuck with me in the way that I was fucked with. I would never do that.
Well, you shouldn't address them at all, because all you're doing is planting ideas for people to continue doing this, because they are getting a reaction out of you. That's actually, in fact, what you're doing.
I would never drag my brother into this kind of job. I would never do that. I would never... If it were up to me, I would have gone live while I was in Texas, because it would have been fun. If it had been up to me, that's what would have happened.
It was up to you!
Other people's actions didn't allow for that. So...
there's no level of, like, any kind of accountability that Rosie will ever be willing to take about her own actions and behaviors in her life. Like, I do think there's worlds where there could be multiple truths. There absolutely can. And there could be a world where she was nervous, she was scared, and she still could have provided some kind of Texas content that she promised to people. She literally said, subscribe, like, you're gonna want to get a membership so you can get this exclusive content, and then she left people hanging. Like, it's also okay for people to be upset about that simultaneously. You're telling me you couldn't, even now that you're back in Florida, you couldn't put together a quick vlog? You don't have to have every vlog out, but you couldn't post some kind of vlog for somebody that was exclusive to members? I'm just not buying it. I'm just not buying it.
I've never set a, commitment, date, and time for membership only lives. I've always gone based on vibes. So, just have to wait and see.
Brittany in the chat is a simp, because Brittany in the chat said she's live the second she came back, guys. Like, you seriously have no room in your heart to have some compassion? She literally said that she's been home for days. What do you mean she went live the second she came back?
She's live the second she came back, guys. Like, you seriously have no room in your heart to have some compassion.
Rosie, don't make that face because you said you've been home for days. You know that's not true.
Said it not me. I just got water on myself.
She's irrigating.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
She's so irrigating.
I mean, guys, I have over-delivered content for months at a time. Gone live like every single day.
Over-delivered content for months at a time? What are you talking about? Ooh. She's getting me heated over stuff that does not need me to be this heated.
Busting my ass, been live 3 to 5 hours at a time.
Girl,
if
where?
You can't find
do you call it busting your ass to be live for 3 to 5 hours at a time where all you do is sit in this chair and have your titties propped up on your stove while you cook some bacon for 3 hours? Girl, please be so serious.
In your heart for a 2-week period, I really don't know what to say because it's like you guys are so focused on like.
It's like she's already forgotten about how she promised to do all this Patreon content, promised to do all this Twitch content, and then did nothing. Did none of it for 3 months. Please. She can't be serious. When I said that I had a feeling she brought the Audacity back with her from Texas. She really did. One thing about Rosie is she's gonna have the Audacity.
Part and not the part that I was actively being gang stalked. I don't know.
Actively being gang stalked is crazy. I just want to let you know because I've looked up gang stalking because of a YouTube creator that I watch on my Twitch channel sometime. His name is Frank Tofano. Here's what Wikipedia has to say about gang stalking, okay? Gang stalking or group stalking is a set of not me struggling to read this. Persecutory delusions in which those affected believe they are being followed, stalked, and harassed by a large number of people. The term is associated with the virtual community formed by people who consider themselves targeted individuals, claiming their lives are disrupted from being stalked by organized groups intent on causing them harm. So, it's literally something that's associated with people who have delusions. All right, and when you watch Frank Tofano, that is clear. It is very clear. She seems to think that listen, I'm not saying that things didn't happen in Texas or to her brother or things like that. But what I'm saying is that like she's making it seem like there's like this bigger conspiracy theory out to get her that is not there, or at least not in the way that she thinks it is. She's equating these other incidents of individual people being weirdly and making it this huge thing. I don't know. Rosie, please.
So, as I said, I have a bunch of pre-recorded content, and I know I've filmed a few of them specifically for members-only exclusive content in mind. So I am planning for those to come out. I will update and let you guys know when they're coming out. But
she's always planning. She's always planning.
Right now, for members only, we are doing the once-a-week lives on Fridays. So, thank you, Scorpio. It's coming, guys. Chill. That's my point. I also, at the end of the day, I was still dealing with my chronic pain. I was still dealing with all my bullshit. I was still mitigating.
And we're all still dealing with all your bullshit, Rosie. And we're all still dealing with it, too.
All of this was happening, so. It's okay, Bianna. Hello. Actually, yeah, I blocked you on Twitter. You can, I'd love it if you left my memberships. Thank you.
Oh!
Alright, at first, I saw what you said on Twitter, so.
Oh. She's been so offline, you guys. She's been so offline. She's been so disconnected from her phone. She's having the best time in Texas, but she saw what that person said on Twitter, and she will be blocking them. She does not need their membership money.
It's easy for people to judge when they've never been in that exact situation themselves. You did what was best for you and your safety. I appreciate that, Kiam. Thank you. So, yeah, anyway. Yeah. So, yeah. That's just not true, Misty. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Misty got blocked at some point because Misty's messages are no longer in the chat.
Not true. I deliver content constantly. If you're talking about since December, then yeah, obviously shit got different after December.
Constantly? I don't even care if she's talking about since December. Okay, let's take since December out of it. Girl, you have not always constantly delivered content. I need her to be so fucking serious. So fucking serious.
But if you're newer, maybe that's your perspective, but that's just not true.
She's slaying me. The delusions are there, actually. The delusions are fucking there.
I did grab stuff because we tried painting each other's nails. We made a video. TLDR, don't use base coats with gel nail polish, by the way. So they lasted like 5 seconds, quite literally. So I'm going to put some press-ons on. That's some of the content I have coming out. We did videos painting each other's nails.
Thank God. I can't wait to see that content. As somebody who loves the nails, aren't these cute? I don't know if the focus, but aren't they fun? They got little 3D. I like having a little built-in fidget on my fingernails.
And it was kind of funny how it all played out, but let me see. No, I don't think I want those. Ooh, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, he got me these.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna put those on.
That was so sweet. We're getting a sneak peek of the Remy gift haul.
Well, yeah, I was demonetized for 3 months, guys. Please.
Oh, you were demonetized for 3 months, and yet you promised all kinds of things on Patreon and Twitch that you didn't do. The way she is so quick to rewrite that history like we didn't all just live that. Irrigating.
Please. I also deleted shit. I was demonetized for 3 months. Of course my last live was like 5 months ago. I also removed stuff. Oh my god. You guys realize you can just unsub, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, I think I think some of the people's frustration is valid, and I think some of it are concern trolls, and I don't know which is which, so I'm just treating it on
Some of them are concern trolls. I love the names that she makes up for we got concern trolls, buddy trolls. I mean, I do think there are some people who are probably not legitimately concerned about this. I do think she's correct about it. But the name, the concern trolls. Y'all concern trolls out there.
Same even keel, because I'm not playing these games with these people anymore. I'm not doing it.
Except
she keeps trying to drag me back to hell, and I'm not going.
She's right here. She's right here playing the game.
And that is it. So, I'm not playing these games. Patreon, no.
I'm not playing these games, but I spent 20 minutes sitting here talking about it.
Longer has any new subs. We're not doing that. And did I provide an update about Twitch? I thought I did. But yeah, I'm no longer on Twitch. If people want to support anyone on Twitch, just support our brother. I see both sides, but I think people are being nitpicky and not viewing you as a human with real feelings and things happening. Thank you, Kate. And you know, I can too. That's why I'm not mad that people are upset, you know?
Oh, you're not? You're not mad? You're not mad? It's not giving not mad. I will say that.
It's just I did what I could. And I'm not gonna apologize for that. I'm going to apologize for how it impacted them. I'm gonna apologize that I couldn't come up with a better solution. Like, it is what it is. And
it just
I
is
filmed
what it
anyway.
is.
You know, I could have chose to not vlog at all.
Does she have a ring on her ring finger? Right? Like, it's mirrored, right? So that would be her left hand. Is that a promise ring? Is that an engagement ring? What is that?
I just need more time. So
You have literally also all the time in the world, by the way, Diva. You have more time than most people have in the world to get your life together. Let's figure it out.
I don't feel like I'm being condescending. I'm sorry if you're taking it that way, because that's not how I'm intending to come off.
Whoever that is, if that's still Misty, girl, then Misty definitely got blocked. But girl, you are being a little condescending, just for the record. Sometimes we don't always know the tone we're giving, but that is what the tone is giving.
So Misty, at this point in the conversation, I am going to start timing people out if you're being combative.
Oh, she got timed out.
Deal with that. I appreciate and understand that you're frustrated and that you feel a certain way about that. But I'm not going to... I don't want to derail this entire conversation because I would like to give members that want updates about, like, the trip and stuff and, you know, about me and everything.
What is she... Oh, she's probably just prepping her nails, but she's, like, picking her nails with, like, a toothpick or something.
Give a little bit of time to talk about that before I hop off. But if you're upset... Please feel free, if you feel like I'm not handling this appropriately, if you're upset with me, whatever the case may be, please feel free to remove yourself as a member. I did the best that I could. I know what my future content's gonna look like. I'm really excited about it. I have some really cool ideas. But I'm not going to
I'm not gonna apologize.
That's outside my control.
I'm not gonna apologize.
Right.
You guys, I'm not. You can't make me.
No, Scorpio. Gang stalking is a real thing.
Again, gang stalking is what I literally... She's not on, like, Frank Tofano levels of gang stalking paranoia, but when she says it's a real thing, I don't know if she's aware that term is associated with that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What responsibility?
Not that I'm an expert in gang stalking by any means, but I have learned that it has, like, more specific connotations.
You take from my actions, Mel's.
Oh, Mel's is pissed. I don't see Mel's in the chat either. Mel's is a long time Rosie supporter. She blocked Mel.
Yeah, I know sometimes people do use it in that way, Scorpio, correct, but no, it's unfortunately a real thing. It's just happens in certain situations.
Okay, girl, I don't need to say...
Honestly, Roxy, what were my actions? Not going live for 2 weeks?
I don't know. And now you're acting brand new. She's so irritating. She doesn't make anything fucking better.
Okay, can you ask the question again, Mills?
She can't, you can't simultaneously be like, what were my actions? Oh, that I didn't go live for 2 weeks. And then also say, I totally get and understand where people are coming from. No, then you clearly don't. You clearly don't understand. You are being combative. You are being condescending. That Crab Life asked, are you documenting and reporting the stalking? Understand if you can't say, but is there a plan, at least, to address these harassers?
Yes, I am, Crab. Well, give her a second. She might be typing, Roxy. I don't want you guys getting combative with each other. This is already enough energy. Please. I appreciate it. Give her a second to type. I'll get to that. I will get to that in a second, Cam.
Mel's is just like such a long time supporter. It's so confusing to me that that should be the one person that she's not like assuming is a concern troll or whatever she's calling it. You know what I'm saying?
She doesn't owe anything to anybody. You choose to support. If you don't like that, you get to cancel. I want to call my eyes out, LOL. If I was Rosie, I'd be full crash out right now. Brittany, I love you, girl. If you were in danger, why go out in convertible middle of the day? Because I'm not going to let these people control me with fear. That's why. I have every right to do that. Why on earth would you question that?
I'm not going to let people control me with fear, but I won't do my job. I will let them control if I'm going to do my job or not. I won't let them control other aspects of it. See, I think she doesn't understand how that sounds. Right? Like, surely she just doesn't understand what that sounds like.
That's my first thought.
I mean, I do agree she should be able to, like, go out and live her life even if people are being crazy. It's not like she should have to become some kind of shut-in. I do think it's interesting that, like, with all of her claims of having agoraphobia and stuff like that, like, that wouldn't be something that would make her afraid to go outside, you know? And maybe after those pictures came out, maybe it did, but she keeps saying she went outside so many times, especially in the second half of her trip. So I don't know. You know how it is with Miss Rosie Lynn Reed.
Just advertise your membership as a means to support you so these trolls aren't keeping track of every millisecond you spend on membership content and screaming at any time you need to reschedule. I love your new name. Okay.
I think that's reasonable. I honestly think that is the approach she should take. Because that's how I approach. So the only place where you can, like, send me money for, like, a membership-esque thing is on Twitch. You can pay for subscriptions. And I've always said, like, I don't necessarily have any plans for extra perks outside of if you subscribe, you get to watch my channel ad-free. And if you subscribe, you get, like, a special set of emotes. That's the only perks I've ever promised for that. And I've always said, like, by subscribing, the main thing you're doing is just supporting my Twitch channel and supporting me as a creator that you like and enjoy. And I do think that at this point, that's probably what she should do. Because anytime she's tried to offer any kind of special perks and stuff for people, she's never been able to follow through on it. I'll be curious to see if she follows through on this, like, every Friday night live stream thing. She better not fuck up week 1. And by that I mean, I guess technically week 2. Like, this week she better show up to it, because the way people will come for her jugular if she does it in Minecraft. If people will come for her jugular in Minecraft, obviously not in real life.
So, members, or mods, listen up. If people are being combative, time them out for 24 hours. We're done with this energy. We're moving on to the fun stuff.
We're done with this energy.
If that's not enough. Yeah. Actually, yeah. From here on out. Actually, we're just gonna, I'm sick of these people. You can come back in 24 hours, because you're not listening.
I love how she started this off with being like, I want this to be a place for an open and honest conversation with my members. And now she's like, you all aren't listening, so you're timed out for 24 hours. Come back in a day and maybe we can readdress this. Girl, okay, all right.
If you come back after 24 hours and are continuing to be combative, then you can just catch a vlog. That's where I'm at right now.
Oh.
Alright, so, Cam said, let's talk about the trip.
I don't know
Here's something I wanted to show you guys. I'm about to start putting on nails.
Do I want to hear about the trip? Because honestly, girl, I want to see that exclusive content that you promised me. Oh, Poe heard something. Poe heard something. I'm worried I'm gonna miss something if I stop here, but I also don't have the time to listen to her wax poetic right now. About how Remy was everything to her, you know? Like, I feel like I've really heard enough. I feel like I have. I really do. I'm gonna call it there. Because I also have some other content and stuff I want to follow up on this week, and I really feel like locked in, like I can get a bunch of stuff pushed out, and I think we just gotta call it there. I think that's probably the best decision I could make. I can't sit here and listen to Rosie Lynn have the audacity anymore. I'm good. We've been here for about an hour. I'm good, chat. I'm so good. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Oh my gosh. Look who came in right for the end of the video. I said hit the bell button. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!